Now the presentation on this lenses is very big, a lot of ray diagrams were there. So you need to work them out twice or thrice such that you will understand. But it's not difficult, it's quite easy. Just go through the presentation twice or thrice. Again, I would like to recap because this is an important part of the chapter. We got to understand this. So we already discussed, again recapping, the nature, position and size of image formation of convex lens is similar to concave mirror and that of concave lens is similar to convex mirror. You can compare both the presentations and the diagrams, you can have a check. So it will give you certain information, inputs. The center point of lens is called optic center. I think already you know that. A ray of light passing through optic center passes through it undeviated, correct? So where in case of mirror, a line passing through optic center would pass through it undeviated, right? Here, no, sorry, in case of a mirror, the line ray of light passing through the center of curvature would be going undeviated. Where in case of lens, the ray of light passing through optic center passes through it undeviated. The ray of light passing through F and incident on lens become paraxial. So say it is this, I think I explained relating to that law of reversibility of light. If the ray of light passing through F, it becomes paraxial. A paraxial ray passes through F. Okay, this is happens in both the lenses, in both the mirrors also. Okay. Uh, Now let us see the sign convection for lenses. This is same as the mirrors. So to recap that, pole is origin. Always we keep a mirror in the origin. So x-axis, the mirror is parallel to x-axis and it is on line with this y-axis. Principal axis is x-axis. Object placed to the left of the mirror. Height of object is positive in y-axis. Same signs as x-axis and y-axis is given to the object, image, size of the image, etc. So right x positive, left x negative, up y positive, down y negative. So the sign convention is again similar to reflection. Now let us see lens formula. Mirror formula is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Here there is a slight change, that is 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Where u is object distance, v is image distance and f is the focal length, as usual it's already discussed. This is general in nature and applicable to all the spherical lenses with normal sign convections. Magnification is also similar to mirrors, that is equal to the ratio of size of image to size of object or size of image distance to object distance. So if the image distance is 10, object distance is 5, the magnification will be 10 by 5, that is equal to 2. That means if the size of the object is 2 centimeters, the size of the image will be 4 centimeters. Fine. Now another interesting area in lenses is power of lenses. Power indicates the degree of convergence or divergence of lenses. The reciprocal of focal length of a lens is called as power. Power is equal to 1 by f. F is focal length. Unit of power is diopter. I think you understood. You should have seen your elders or yourself wearing a glass. So see, for example, if an optician will suggest plus power, that means you are having a long sight, you will have to use convex lens. So if your sight is minus 1.5, that means your power is negative, you have to use a concave lens. So power of convex lens is positive and that of concave lens is negative. So what ophthalmologists give us is the power of the lenses to be used, that is called as sight. Okay. So last one problem we can see, optician recommended a reading glass of power 0.2. What is the focal length? We know that d is plus 2. So relation for f is equal to 1 by d. We had studied that d is equal to 1 by f or p is equal to 1 by f. Similarly, f is equal to 1 by d. So that is 1 by 2. 2 is the power. So 0.5 meter is the focal length of this lens, convex lens. The reason is that the power is plus, we are using convex lens. So discussed various lenses. Hope you enjoyed this video. So we will do some problems of this. One more chapter is there relating to optical instruments. After completing this, we will make another video to solve problems on this. Problems on this chapter is quite important. So we will take it up, take the problem after the optical instruments. Here you can revise the video. So this is an attempt to help the students. Now this is not an entertainment video, so we don't want to put much and make the video quite large. So this is plain explanation of the chapters. Hope you like the video. So this video is extremely useful for SLC students. Please give your comments. Try to make more SLC people to subscribe for the video so that they can work it out at home itself. Thank you.